Hi everyone, time for another Precious Metals Outlook. I'm JR. Today is Friday, November 27th, 2015. It is 4:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The market is closed. I hope everyone had a phenomenal Thanksgiving week. I hope everyone was able to spend some quality time with the family. Hopefully we saw family and friends that we haven't seen in some time. And at any rate, I just wanted to wish everyone a happy holiday weekend. And let's get to the analysis. So today I'll try to make it quick. I'll be doing the gold into silver ratio, which is, I think, at this point is the most important chart we can possibly see. And then I'm also going to look at platinum prices, which I think right now is between platinum and silver. I think they're the best two buys right now. Okay, this is your gold chart. Monthly gold chart. I wanted to show this. This is from 76 to 80 to 81. I'm just going to scroll. As I scroll, the chart will auto scale itself. And I wanted to show the time frames of some of these moves, right? So from 76 to 80, within a 4-year span, we saw a price go from 100 to 800. That's a multiplication of almost 8 times, right? And then what happened was we found some support here back in 1982. Market came down, found some support, then broke through that support, and again trade sideways for quite some time until it finally broke out, right? So this right here, I mentioned on my previous analysis that this was a cup and handle formation. You saw the market go up above the support, the resistance, now turn support, comes up, comes back down to this level. Now the reason why I show this is because I wanted to highlight this area here, right? So you see this triangle here. This is the breakout. That's the big breakout. Then the market comes down, retest this level. Now remember, this level was a big level of resistance. Once we surpassed that level, now this level became a big level of support. All right. So we're gonna pay attention to what happened here, and now we're gonna look for the next move. Then you have a huge move to the upside, right? And now we're coming back down. So this is what it looks like. So if I'm looking at this chart, again, this market is really like an elastic band, right? The market really wants to go up because fiat currencies only lose value, right? And of course, with a government that's not controlled in its spending and so on, this is just a result of policy, right? So you have the big move to the upside. You saw a high of 1920. Now you start looking down. So again, these are the two level of supports that we've been looking at for quite some time. First, this is the first level here. All right, roughly this level. Can this level hold? Absolutely, it can still hold. At this point, we don't know if this level is going to hold, but as of yet, the market is still holding at this level of support. All right, can it go down a little bit further? My guess would be that, again, this would be this level here, very similar to this level. So this is the triangle that this broke, right? Let me erase some of these lines here. All right, so here's your triangle here. There's your other triangle. That's where it broke out. This level, technically, this is the best place to buy. I wouldn't buy right now. Could this be the bottom? Roughly around 1040, 1045. Absolutely, it can be the bottom. This market is looking like it's doing a little bit of a squeeze. Let's see. We have a little bit of a channel here. Right now, it's respecting that channel. So we can see a scenario where this market comes over here or over here, then coming back down to this area here, and then we take off. I do expect this level to hold because, again, this is the level of resistance that became support, and it held very nicely. Again, these are the breakout levels, so they're extremely important levels. So at this point, what I would expect is another test, maybe a test of this level, anywhere between, I would probably say 975 all the way to 1020. I wouldn't actually to 1030. All right, so between 975, some people have a target on gold of 955. I don't see that target of 955. That's roughly down here. I would think that this level would hold. I mean, ultimately, if it does hit 950 and it holds, then technically this is the level that's keeping it. Not necessarily. There's really nothing here besides this very small level here. There's nothing here that says that this thing is going to go to now 950. If anything, I would assume that this is going to continue to follow this trend until it touches this area here, and then that's when we will see the breakout. Now, the market is overextended. The market has been sold a bit too much, so we would expect a little bit of a bounce. So again, this would coincide with the hike, with the rate hike. So if we remember, the rate hike is not for another 2 weeks. If they are going to do another rate hike, or if they are going to do a rate hike, then you see the dip. And again, around this area, again, like I said, between 975 all the way to 1020, 1030. That's the level of support where you want to make your last purchases. At least that's where I'll be making my last purchases. Before I buy some gold, though, I do want to point out platinum, and I'll tell you why in a second. Let's look at silver charts, right? So this is your silver chart. Now, also, let's keep in mind that gold right now, also, this is the trend that we're looking to follow here, right? We have a little bit of a break of that trend, but just because it breaks a little bit doesn't mean that it's going to just break down and come all the way down here. Again, this is the most important level that I see in this chart, okay? So this is the most important level that I see here in this chart, again, because this is a triangle here. And now, if we do test this level, I would expect a big move to the upside. Now, remember, this is a monthly chart. Every candle does represent a month. So even though you see huge moves like this in a short period of time, this is a monthly chart. So really, the move was from 2009 to 2011. So that was a 2-year move. So am I expecting a move in the next 2 to 3 years? Absolutely. In the next 2 to 3 years, I'm expecting a huge move to the upside. Probably within the next 2 to 5 years, I would be looking to retest these highs at around 1900. And given the state of the economy, given political tensions around the globe, it does. I mean, you know, the fundamentals are definitely on our side. At this point, it's just really a matter of adjusting, of having that perfect mixture between fundamentals and technicals. But I will be looking to buy some serious gold in this red zone here. Okay, silver chart, monthly chart. This is the weekly silver chart. All right, right now silver is breaking below this level here. Now remember, silver is has an ascending broadening formation here. This is a very bullish formation, and it's followed by a really nice squeeze. So it does look like silver is squeezing prices around this area. Silver has not broken below this $14 level. I mean, yeah, we've tested the $13.95 level, but we really haven't broken down through this $14 level. This is a bad, ugly candle here. So I would imagine that we are going to look down. Now you have 2 major levels of support here for silver. This would be the first one. This would be the main level of support for silver, but this could also be another one here. So that could be another level here. Again, what we're doing is we're looking at this the squeeze over here. We're looking at this wedge. So we're looking at this wedge here. This wedge is extremely bullish. Follow this ascending broadening formation. That's also very bullish. The fundamentals on silver are extremely bullish. The ratios on silver are extremely bullish. Is now the time to buy and stock up for your long term? You know, $14. I don't think you can go wrong with $14. I wouldn't put all my eggs in this basket right here, but I will tell you this: that if we do see these levels at around $12, or maybe even 11, or maybe 10.50, that's the time to. That's definitely the time to buy. But I'm not looking at this chart here for my silver buy. I'm looking at this chart here. This is your gold to silver ratio. Now I've highlighted here what's happening in the last 15 years, actually 16, 17 years on silver. So this is the gold to silver ratio here. This is the price of silver down here. Okay, as you can see, when we see the lows on these ratios, we usually see a high in the silver market. When we see a high on these ratios, we're usually looking at a low in the silver market. So again, you have a low here, you have a high, you have a low, you have a high. So again, green to buy, red to sell. You saw a huge move to the downside here on these ratios, and by then silver was trading at $49. This was the ratios with $30. Again, this is a broad formation, is a very bearish formation. I've talked about these formations a lot in this channel. And actually, one of my favorite formations of all is a broadening formation. So what I would expect is I would expect a move like this, a move to the upside here, which means that maybe, and I did mention this on my previous analysis, what we'd be looking at is a move to the upside on the ratios. I would expect a move to the downside on silver. I don't expect a lower low than this. Obviously, this is a big low at $8, at $9 almost, high eights. I would expect the market to come down a little bit, maybe to the 12, maybe 11 area on this big move, but that will be the final move. I'm going to allow this to dictate my last purchase on silver for long term. Okay. In the meantime, plenty of short-term opportunities. But ultimately, when this thing hits 85, 86 on ratios, then what we're looking for the market to do. Now we're looking at the market to do one of these, right? Going down while silver makes this huge move up. So this is going to be key for the silver bulls. This is how I'm going to play it. Anyone can play it however they like. Good luck to us all. And ultimately, I do think that silver is one of the best opportunities. Silver and platinum. Let's look at platinum real quick also. Okay. Platinum already is where I don't want to see silver. I wouldn't want to see silver go down that far. But platinum is already in a very, very, very nice position. Okay. This right here would be my biggest area at around 800 even. That would be a phenomenal buy. I'm waiting for that price tag. Actually, this area right here between 862 all the way down to 730. Those are the best. That's the best. That's the best area to buy, in my opinion. Okay, you do want to be careful because some of these lines are a little funky. I don't like it when this goes down, and it looks like platinum. Even though this is the low right here around 732, we could see this is a little bit of a descending trend line. So even though this right here on 730 would probably be the best buy, I would probably make this maybe the 700 even the best area to buy. At that point, you make your last purchase, and again, keep in mind that this is also a level here. Okay, this is also a major level. This was a major level of resistance, now turned support. So again, $700 price tags would be a phenomenal buy. I am going to I already started accumulating platinum at these levels. I would love to see platinum at around 800 even, and I would love it even more if I'd see it at 730. But I'll make my calculations based on a low of about 700, and of course I'll probably be trading it against 600 or maybe the high 500s. Okay, I'll be trading it against then, and at that point I'm just looking for the ratios, the gold to platinum ratios. Right now the platinum ratios are about 8 to 1, a 0.8 to 1, meaning that platinum is only buying you 8 ounces. 0.8 ounces of gold. Just on those ratios alone, historically speaking, the lows is roughly 6 or 7. So again, I'm playing the platinum exactly the same way I'm playing the silver. The only difference is that platinum has already reached its critical levels, unlike gold and silver. Okay, so again, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are excited, as excited as I am. You know, when we see these long-term technicals, you know, again, the longer term time frames always hold better than the lower term time frames. So when you have really solid levels of support like we do here, they're just very, very, very positive. I'll show you a palladium trade. A palladium trade that I did not too long ago. Why? Because I played the longer term time frames, right? This is a monthly chart. I played it over here. I bought some palladium over here, and I took it all the way to 675. The market ended up going to a high of 720. and ultimately it dropped right back. What I get in right now, again, the low being 523 on a multi-year chart. 523, and right now we're trading at 547. Is it a good buy? Yes. Would I risk a big amount on this one? No, because the move already happened. The move we were waiting for on Palladium already has happened, and you have a very nasty candle right over here. So Palladium could break down, continue to go lower, but then again, Palladium was really the only metal that didn't really get hurt. While platinum, palladium, and gold have been taking a serious beating. So as of now, I would probably leave Palladium alone and see what how these charts come about. Okay, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys had a great holiday week, and again, the weekend's not over, so let's continue to enjoy it with our family and friends, and I will be looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Thanks for joining me. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.